What's going on YouTube, Tihmstar right here. So in today's video I have even more great news for those of you waiting for an iOS 12.x or iOS 11.4.x jailbreak. So a new proof of concept and some exploit details have been released by Sorry My Bad, a security researcher. So if you go ahead and here on his Twitter, he posted, quote, "Here is the POC or proof of concept of the bug I used to jailbreak before. It can work before 12.1.2. The blog post about exploit on A12 will come soon." And he posted this picture in here, which is pretty much the code for the proof of concept to trigger the bug. Now, unfortunately, he didn't post it as a source code that you can actually use and compile. He posted this as a picture, which you had to pretty much copy into a file in order to run it. So I did just that and made a new repo in here, which contains the actual, code that he posted. So if you want to try it out, here it is, and it's pretty much available for you to compile. However, what this is pretty much a vulnerability that has been patched in iOS 12.1.3, which has been released a few days ago, and this one is actually very interesting, and it works on A12 devices as well, which means iPhone XS, XS Max, and XR. Now, Sorry My Bad also posted this in here, which is a write-up of the whole vulnerability and how it works, and how to get task for PID0 with it, which is very important for the jailbreak. So yes, the code itself that he actually posted is just to trigger the vulnerability, just a proof of concept. However, he does give you the information in here on how to get the kernel task port, TFP0, with this vulnerability, and he goes through all the details in here and some bits and pieces of code you pretty much would have to compile yourself, and of course to add what is missing. So yeah, he didn't publish the source code of the exploit that would give you TFP0 or the kernel task port, but he gave you the information on how to put that together from here. And this is what I said, that exploit information has been released for TFP0, because somebody still has to put all this together in one single file in order to get the kernel task port. The code that he has posted in here is not enough to do that. However, all the information required is there in the write-up. We just need somebody to piece them together and of course to get the kernel task port. And as for iOS 11.4.1 and iOS 11.4, with which this exploit actually works, Tihmstar said that he's going to work on something. So yeah, if you're running iOS 11.4 or iOS 11.4.1, do not update, because you may get a jailbreak actually faster than on iOS 12. However, using the information in here is definitely possible to achieve something close to a jailbreak, because Sorry My Bad has also posted this, which is pretty much a jailbreak demo that he has made using this vulnerability in here. And in the video that he posted, he managed to get the terminal to actually work fine with his exploit that he pretty much triggers from Safari. So yeah, definitely a very interesting thing here. You can see that in the video he actually goes into Safari and accesses an IP address that would pretty much trigger the vulnerability. So yeah, definitely a very important release that can be used for a jailbreak. It does give you the TFP0 or kernel task port if you put it together by the instructions in here, and of course it can be used. But we may not need it, because Brandon Azad, another security researcher of Google Project Zero, posted this a few days ago, and he said, quote, "If you're interested in bootstrapping iOS kernel security research, including the ability to forge PACs or pointer authentication codes and call arbitrary kernel functions, keep an A12 research device on iOS 12.1.2. And this is very likely going to include the TFP0 or the kernel task port as it is, without having somebody to piece together anything. So yeah, definitely we do have quite a lot of vulnerabilities that have been released, but of course at the same time we can definitely use Sorry My Bad's exploit in here that is pretty much described in these pages, and we can piece it together if we need it in order to get TFP0 working even on A12. However, all of this has been patched in iOS 12.1.3, so do not update to iOS 12.1.3, and if you're running iOS 12.0 or 12.0.1 or 12.1 or 12.1.1, do not update to 12.1.2. Stay where you are. And if you're running iOS 11.4.x, as I said, Tihmstar is currently working on something. So yeah, definitely very good news for the jailbreak community. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm Tihmstar, and until the next time, peace out.